the dangerous one who's highly touted already across the globe, Balou Genevieve Tabla and Charles Joly. Philippe Ulefoy, the head coach of FC Montreal. For the Rochester Rhinos, after 3 games on the road, they are finally home to kick off the 2016 home campaign. They're 1-1-1. And I'll go with Adam Grinwis in goal. This will be his 3rd appearance of the season. Apostolopoulos, Farrell, Samuels, and Becker in the back. Ugarte, Toch, Garzi, the newcomer Riley in the midfield. Volesky and Forbes up top. Referee today is David Mon. Assistants are Steve Montanino and Lauren Dearman. 4th official is Jeffrey Cook. The 2016 home campaign about to get underway with Canardo Forbes and Volesky doing the honors. Play it back to Garzi, wearing the captain's armband. The Rhinos in the black and white striped tops, the black shorts and black socks, taking on the all-white FC Montreal. Rochester attacking from right to left. Apostolopoulos has to push one into the 18, cleared away there by FC Montreal. Toch gets a head on it, and then immediately knocked back and deep into the Rhinos' half. Where the 24-year-old Grinwis pick it up for the Rhinos, plays it to Apostolopoulos. His 4th appearance of the season. Here's Toch. Daryl, new turf, new video board. This is a new venue altogether.
Yes, it is, and I think the Rhinos is looking to continue their streaks from last season. Even though they're 1-1-1, but they're looking to continue from where they left off last season.
Bob Lilly, the 2015 USL Coach of the Year, once again rebuilding a squad after a very treacherous off-season. But that's nothing new for Bob Lilly. He's an architect of building soccer teams and building good ones, as a matter of fact. There's Joly, pressured by Forbes. On the far side, Joly slides in. Plays it back to Fisher, go back to Crépeau, the 21-year-old. Had 11 games last season for FC Montreal. So he's headed back forward. Samuel. On the far side, Volesky in a foot race, and quickly pouncing on that one is Bolan Goyette.
Yes, it looked like Bolan Goyette make it safe by just getting rid of that ball very quickly.
2nd minute at Rhino Stadium, it's scoreless. FC Montreal and the Rhinos played 4 times last season. Rochester 4-0 against the development team for the MLS side, Montreal Impact, who are, by the way, in action today at the Stade Saputo. 1-0 at the half. Toronto leading that game, and Sebastian Giovinco with a PK in the 40th minute, putting the home side down. Here's a restart for the Rhinos, and Forbes on the far side. Steps in a 2-man wall for FC Montreal. To the 18. Akdoué. And onto the near side. Quick one-touch forward to Blas. Tried to play it back. Couldn't get it to Bolan Goyette. Ugarte blasting in to Gagnon Lepare, and a quick restart taken here by Montreal. There's Bolan Goyette, and the referee wanted to bring that one back.
Yeah, it looks like the Montreal FC is looking to focus.
Let's look at that last challenge. Ugarte coming in hard. He is a no-nonsense customer. He gives it his all every play. Montreal will have the restart. Ugarte called for the foul, the 23-year-old with 1 assist on the season. Marco Dominguez over the ball along with Fisher. Bolan Goyette stripped away nicely by Ugarte. Toch keeps this one in play, but no one on the near flank. Down the end of that one. Fisher gives it back to Crépeau. Daryl, you played on this turf for a Rhinos alumni game, and much different surface now, isn't it?
It's definitely a much different surface than when I played about a year ago on this turf. It's much cleaner, much nicer.
The Dworkins have invested close to $1 million in the turf, the new video board, and really enhancing the entire fan experience, and a good crowd still filing in here at Rhino Stadium in the 5th minute of the home opener that is scoreless with Rochester and FC Montreal. Switching out of the near side, looking for Tabla, but headed away there. Montreal still able to keep possession, stripped away by Toch. Go to the far side, Becker. Samuels. Dominic, that is. Asani. One touch inside looking for Forbes and quickly played back to the keeper by Mayer Jaguer. FC Montreal kicking off the second of 5 straight away from home. They will return home on May the 21st to take on New York Red Bulls 2. And that'll be at a stadium you're familiar with, the renovated Claude Robillard Stadium.
Yes.
The old home of the Impact.
Yes, they played a couple of games in that Impact home field.
A very hostile environment for us Rhino people.
Yes, yes. We had many battles in that stadium.
On and off the field.
On and off the field.
For this rivalry will reach that level someday. As Becker plays it to Ugarte, turns, tries to find the cross into the box. Just off the foot of Forbes.
I was very unlucky that Forbes didn't pick that one up and turn and shoot.
Samuel Garzi. Garzi with the armband in place of Tony Walls, who is here today and listed as a sub after returning from indoor soccer with the Milwaukee Wave. Back to Crepeau from Fisher. He's at the top of the 6. Looks for an option, plays it onto the near side. Over the head of Tabla. Nicely done there by Becker. Lets it roll out of play, and keeping possession for the Rhinos is Apostolopoulos. There's Riley. You look at the center backs for Bob Lilly's Rhinos defense. Riley, Apostolopoulos. He likes the big guys in the back.
Yes, I noticed that in it there. I think he's looking a lot for the crosses that are coming over, so they have the height. Not only that, these guys are tall, but they're very strong.
Becker's cross deep inside the 6. Crepeau is there before Volesky can get his second of the season. 3 games played, 1 goal for Volesky, who wears number 9 now. Impact in their own half of the field with possession. Not the Impact, FC Montreal, I should say. 0-3 on the season. Opened up with 2 games at home. They were at Olympic Stadium, falling to Bethlehem and Toronto FC 2. Rhinos coming off a scoreless draw Sunday at New York Red Bulls 2. Crowd still filing in here, checking out the new atmosphere, the new scene of Rhino Stadium. There's Becker to Apostolopoulos.
It looks like the Rhino is just trying to keep possession of the ball and wait for an opportunity, which is to go forward.
Paul will get there first. Knock it out of play. Farrell streaking down that far side, looking for an opportunity. A throw in coming up here for the Rhinos. They'll leave it for Canardo Forbes, who has switched from 21 to 11 this season. Forbes, 3 games played so far in the campaign. In the box looking for a service. Samuel deep and applying pressure. They'll win a corner kick for the Rhinos on the far side. Ugarte trots over to take it. Get into the game through the USL's social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. 9th minute.
This is a great opportunity for the Rhinos to see if they can get one early from this corner.
Put away by Balan Goyat. Montreal looking for the quick breakout. Broken up nicely by the Rhinos. Toch steps in again to break it up. Loose ball picked up by Dominguez. On the near side, Janouk Charbonneau. Tabla, the 17-year-old. And you and I had a chance to chat about him before the game. He's got some big clubs.
Yes, yeah.
How are you looking at him?
Yes, for a 17-year-old, for his age, and have these clubs looking at him at this stage of his career. It's a great opportunity for him, and they've probably seen things in him that other clubs are not seeing.
The team's interested in the 17-year-old right now who has the ball. Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea. Tabla, the 2014 Canadian Under-17 Player of the Year. Now also playing with the Canadian Under-20 side. Who did pick up a very impressive 2-1 win against England last month. Hence the interest from those powerful clubs over in England. There's Tabla battling with Becker. Garzi flicks it forward. Off of Toch, it'll be thrown at midfield, coming up for FC Montreal.
Yeah, you can see Tabla is really, when he picks up the ball, he positioned his body pretty well between the man and the ball to shield it.
Let's get him the ball right now, a cheeky little back heel. Ends up finding Belangoyet. Dominguez tried to go outside. Samuel breaks it up for the Rhinos. Forward, but no one there but Meyer-Giguère.
Yeah, I think he was expecting someone to be in that open space.
He's coming with that 4-2-3-1. Forbes kind of tucked in behind Volesky at times. Goyette dumped there by Apostolopoulos. Rhinos tonight without the services of Steven Dos Santos. Picked up a red card in stoppage time. Let's look at that last challenge from Apostolopoulos. Easy call for the official at midfield. Lapare out to the far side. FC Montreal will switch it over. And forward for Dominguez, broken up. Garzi knocked off the ball, hustling back on defense. Apostolopoulos steps in, just gets a nudge on it, and he's fouled there. Belangoyet not happy with the call, but nonetheless, it'll be a restart for the Rhinos. Farrell. The newcomers, the 22-year-old out of LaSalle University. Back to Grinwis. Taking over for Brandon Miller, who is now with the Orange County side. Picked up a shutout on Wednesday night. Scoreless draw against the Portland Timbers 2. Orange County FC. 2-2-1 so far this season. There's Toch. Nice ball. Finds Becker. Tabla pressuring him. Becker still battles on the near side. Charbonneau comes in to help out. And this one does go over the line. It'll be a throw-in for the Rhinos. We are in the 13th minute and scoreless at Salem Stadium. Toch, good swerving ball into the box, and Crépeau works through the traffic to make the save.
That was a great save by the goalkeeper to come out and read that pass, cross coming over, make a great save.
Crépeau, 2 games played this season, 4 goals against. Tabla.
Come join us for the kickoff dinner and meet all the
Fisher.
players and coaches. Seating is limited, so hurry. Contact the Rhinos office at 454-KICK for more info.
Meyer-Giguère up and over the Rhinos defense. No one there but Grinwis. Former Michigan goalkeeper, team co-captain there at the university. Here's Toch, Mr. Everything. Looking back at 2015, I think Sean Toch played every position but goalkeeper, and he was very successful at all of them. Has the ball now.
Yeah, he's a very versatile player. Look at him moving forward into the midfield with a cross in.
Good look for Volesky, but broken up by Fisher. Tabla, nice little flick central, broken up by Garzi. Apostolopoulos, a tough pass there for Toch to handle. Collision. Samuel gets up, gets taken down, we play on. Crowd didn't like it.
They didn't like it. That definitely was a foul there. But the referee didn't see it that way.
have those tendencies, don't they?
Yeah.
You and I as former players know that, right?
Yes, yeah.
Actually, you and I were just talking about being officials.
Yes,
Is that in your future?
Yes. Well, you know, you never say never. You
That's
know,
right.
you never know. Yes.
Good crew today. David Mond leading the way with Montanino, Dearman, and Cook helping out on a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous day.
Yes.
Way to open the 2016 campaign. There's nothing but the best of luck to David and Wendy Dworkin, who've come in and kept this team here in Rochester. Fisher steps in front of Volesky. He is quick to play it over the near sideline. No one coming up here for the Rhinos. Becker to take it, 23 years old. At the University of Maryland at Baltimore. Helped them onto a Cinderella run through the NCAA Division I championship, making it all the way to the Final Four. As they throw in now. Another big, strong defender. Looking for some options. The thigh of Volesky, and it'll come back the other way for an FC Montreal throw in Charbonneau. A 20-year-old. Jolie leaves it there for Tebla. Becker forced to go back. Taking no chances there is Farrell. He's just under pressure. Toch under pressure. FC Montreal comes away with it. Top of the 18. Looking for Jolie. Goes down. Farrell comes away with it for the Rhinos. Hard touch gives a throw-in away here in the 16th minute.
That was a great cross by Tabla into the box.
Toch powerful in the air, wins the header. Looks for Ugarte. Out of play, and let's see which way here. Rhinos will get the throw-in. Rhinos start a nice little homestand here tonight against, I should say today against Montreal. Harrisburg will come to town, Charleston and Charlotte. Next road trip is May the 22nd at Orlando. So a nice chance to rack up some points, get comfortable on the new turf, and then hit the road once again after 4 games at home.
All right. It's something that I'm knowing that the Rhinos probably relishing to stay at home for a little while and play some games here.
Ugarte. Dominguez. Belangoyet back to Dominguez. Switches it to the far side. Schwanier battles Dominic Samuel. Pushed into the corner. Laid back now. Into the box. Grinwis just outside the 6. Scoops it up.
That was great work by the Montreal to get into the corner and then get it back inside the penalty box of the Rhinos.
There's Dominic Samuel, 21-year-old out of Canada. Played his college soccer at Southern New Hampshire University. Also a standout in basketball, football, and track. So we talk about a pure athlete. We've got it in Dominic Samuel.
Yep. Multi-faceted player.
Volesky takes a knock to the back of the head. And the referee says you threw the elbow, now back up. Here's a look at the replay. Long ball sent forward for Volesky. Oof, got him good.
That was definitely an elbow to the back of the head there. The referee got this one right.
Canardo Forbes facing a 2-man wall. About 35 yards out to the right of the keeper. Here's the whistle. Plays it. Toch still with it. Shot. It is way off the mark. Actually, Sean Riley has the Sean Toch haircut, but shot a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably thought he was being pressured there because he was way open and maybe didn't expect to be that open.
Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. We're in the 19th minute, the 2016 home opener for the Rochester Rhinos. FC Montreal, the visitors, and the home side are scoreless. Schwanier. Into the box, cleared away by Toch. Hard challenge from Riley, gets it to Forbes. And that one is Milan Goyette quickly on the restart. Now Garzi. Good touch to Becker, who's open on the near side. Pastalopoulos. Chips one forward, looking for Volesky, stretches the legs out, gets a little shove in the back, and the referee is going to call this one coming out for FC Montreal.
Yeah, that was a little physical there in the corner. You can see that was a little physical there in the corner there.
The arm came out, I thought.
Yes, even leaving the ball and actually going to play the body.
It's Volesky's, I guess, retaliation that gets the attention of David Mon, the official. And Crépeau with a very poor touch just kicks it out of play. 21st minute and scoreless.
Keep up to date with the USL all season
Becker
long
to take
by
it.
visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL.
Toch. Tabla. With some space on the near side, takes a touch forward. Off the hand of Farrell and cleared away by Becker. Volesky was in an offside position, had to leave that one there, and Fisher will pick it up for FC Montreal.
And it definitely looked like Montreal is trying to use the youngster to build a lot of their play. Everything that's happening good for Montreal is going through him.
Forbes tried to go forward to Ugarte, but the touch let him down. It's picked up by Crépeau. I agree. Tabla has seen a lot of the ball, and for a 17-year-old, looks very dangerous. Montreal with Charbonneau weaving his way through, still with it. Outside, Tabla cuts it to his left, still with it, Tabla. Pass intercepted by Toch. Dominguez settles it for Montreal. Outside now, Mayer Giguère. Heavy touch forward, and Samuel will let that one roll out of play. As Makungilwa was applying the pressure. 22nd minute for Montreal. After this one, it'll be at Orlando, at Charlotte, and then visiting Bethlehem Steel FC at Goodman Stadium. They'll return home to the infamous Claude Robillard Stadium on May the 21st. There's Apostolopoulos. Farrell looking for options. Checking back is Forbes. Over the head for Volesky. Fisher's been busy here in this first half. Plays it back to Crépeau. Becker gets up in the air, wins it. Center circle, Toch to Ugarte. Back to Forbes. Cuts it back. Toch. Pastalopoulos behind Forbes. Hard tackle there. Gagnon Laparé comes away with it.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. The Rhinos had gone one side of the field and changed direction to the next side, and unfortunate to lose that ball.
Tabla. Charbonneau. Back to Fisher. Outside. Montreal with Makungilwa. Mayer Giguère. A run of possession here for Dominguez. Long ball now on the near side, broken up by Becker. Finds the foot of Ugarte. Goes down, no call made. Makungilwa. Ran Makungilwa. He's got some pace.
Yes.
Turning on the Jets. Low cross blocked there by Riley.
Seemed like he turned on the burners there. Get by one, get by the second guy, but unfortunately didn't get it across.
That's your left back for FC Montreal. Starting to see some touches here midway through the first half. First corner kick for FC Montreal. This one coming on the far side. Two players drawn over. They'll play it short. Chouanier to Tebla. Back to Chouanier. Pushing forward, low shot, blocked there by Samuel. Up in the air, and Grinwis will pick it up quickly.
Yes, that was a shot going actually heading to goal. Was blocked and was picked up cleanly by the keeper.
Pretty steady breeze coming in at the Rhinos here in this first half. Montreal, a little gust at their back to help push things along. Pastalopoulos. Over Ugarte's head, Dominguez to Belangoyet. Good return pass. Dominguez, good touch for Jolie on the near side. Sprinting down just outside the 18. Takes a touch. Serves into the box. Bypasses everyone and cleared away by Riley.
Oh, that was a great cross into the box, but Riley was with a diving header to get rid of that ball.
May have got just enough of it to throw off the Montreal attacker. Toch to Garzi. Giving back to Montreal. Charbonneau. Belangoyet. Jolie. Samuel rubs him off, and Grinwis able to sprint off his line. The 26th minute, Montreal coming on.
Yeah, look, Montreal looking stronger, especially attacking in the Rhinos attacking third of the field. It was actually a giveaway in right in that area that almost turned into a great opportunity for Montreal.
There's Toch through the center circle. Outside to Samuel, the Canadian. Now Farrell. Pastalopoulos back to his mate in the middle of the field, Farrell. Outside, Makungilwa heads it away. Riley gets possession back. Forbes, Rhinos playing in a tight space on the far side. Riley looks to open it up onto the near side, but no one there but Charbonneau.
That was a great idea to switch the point of attack, but just a little bit too short.
There's a giveaway, Volesky to Riley. Still Riley. Almost finds Forbes wide open, but a last-second touch there by the Montreal defense breaks it up.
That was a great opportunity there by the Rhinos there. Riley almost strided through for an opportunity.
This one's starting to open up here in the 27th minute. Chances for both sides. Garzi. Becker. On to his right. Back to Garzi. Makes the pass to Toch. There's Riley. Dominic Samuel overlapping. High cross into the box. Charbonneau gets the head on it. As far as Garzi. Middle of the field, Volesky. Trying to leave it for Ugarte, but broken up by Jolie. The counterattack. Tebla could be in here. Takes a touch into the 18. Still Tebla. The shot. Grinwis with the save. The rebound put up and over by Belangoyet. And it's opening up here at Rhino Stadium in the 28th minute.
Yes, that was a...
Here's a look at that counterattack. Tebla, a good touch. Great save from Grinwis. And then Belangoyet, a bit of a opening to look at. Just couldn't get it down.
Just couldn't get it down. And that was a great counterattack too. And it looks like the Montreal is using a lot of counterattacks to get into the Rhinos half and to get opportunities, scoring opportunities here.
And the speed of Tebla breaking away from that Rhinos defense, and a good touch. Great save from Grinwis as well. Hats off to both sides there. This one, though, definitely loosening up. Chances coming for both sides. We are still scoreless in the 29th minute.
Yes, and I think now the filling out stage is already gone. It passes. We're into the second half of the first half of the game, so they're taking some chances now to open up the game.
There's Dominic Samuel, the Toch. Farrell to Samuel. Gilwa will be called for the foul as he takes down Sean Riley at the corner of the 18 on the far side. Dangerous opportunity here for the Rhinos as they can bring some of the big guys forward. Here's a look at the replay, Daryl.
And here we have a great opportunity here again, right in the box across, and it was taken down right as soon as up. That was
three-man wall for Montreal. Forbes on the ball. Delivers. Knocked away there by Gagnon Lapare. Jolie can't keep that one in bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming up for the Rhinos. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. Toch heads it down to Riley. Samuel. Pressure there. Sent forward now, Volesky. Good battle there. Montreal comes away with it. Fisher. Long ball, no one there. But Apostolopoulos. Toch. Garcia, good touch and a spin move. Tough one to receive and did well, but his pass is taken away. Balan Goyet. Schwanier. Knocked down from behind. We play on. Samuel. A lot of touches for Dominic Samuel, a 21-year-old in his Rhinos home debut.
Yeah, and Samuel plays with a lot of confidence on the outside.
Ugarte. Forbes. Trying to thread the needle there to Volesky. Another long ball. Jolie, the flag comes up. He's offside.
And
second minute.
Right, and here we go again with Montreal using that counter attack. Right after the Rhinos push forward and lose the ball, and it always tries to look for a long ball to dump it for a quick counter attack.
That time, a little too anxious there was Jolie, the 20-year-old. 3 goals, 1 assist last season for Charles. Appeared in 11 games for FC Montreal. Forbes. Riley. Low cross. Knocked away. Dominguez. Nakungilwa. In the center for Dominguez. Gets a touch on it. He's under pressure, and luckily he'll get a call there as Ugarte about an inch away from stealing that one. Subs available for the Rhinos. Tomas Gomez, the backup keeper. Bradley Camden, Daniel Lind, James Ryan, Andre Fortune, Tony Walls, and Asani Samuels. There's Makungilwa, again overlapping. Plays it back. Schwanier. Looking to get that right foot unloaded. Can't. Has to play it on the near side for Charbonneau. Milan Goyet. Tabla. Still working through tight space and knocked off the ball by 3 Rhino defenders.
Yep, Tabla is trying to get through a couple of tight space there, but unfortunately, the Rhinos was there to knock him right off the ball.
There's Becker. Subs available for Montreal. Leone, the backup keeper. Morelli, Jaris, Lemire, Alessandro Ricci, who had 9 goals last season. Lincor Joseph, and Kacher for Philippe Ulafroy's side. 34th minute. Chances for both sides, but we are still scoreless in the home opener for the brand new Rochester Rhinos. Ugarte tried to split the 2 defenders, couldn't. And another giveaway here as it's knocked out of play. Under no pressure there was Charbonneau. Easily take with a throw-in. Garzi goes down hard as Jolie comes in with a tackle from behind.
Yes, that was actually from behind. That was it's not as bad as it looked, but it was pretty bad from behind.
There's a look at the replay, and you could tell from up here we could hear the call of man on, but it was just a little bit too late. Garzi couldn't brace himself.
Yes.
As As the restart is played to Farrell. Steps on it to Apostolopoulos. Back to Grinless, already coming up with one big save today. He's been outstanding this season. 0.50 goals against average. 1 goal against in his first 2 appearances of the season. Big shoes to fill with Brandon Miller leaving. And Miller obviously outstanding last year, but the defense in front of him deserves a lot of credit as well.
Yes, they did. I know, even though Brandon Miller had such a fabulous season, you have to give credit to that defense that was in front of him.
The likes of Van de Castile, Apostolopoulos, Julian Ringhoff. Only one of those players is back, and that's the man who just headed the ball, Apostolopoulos. A touch forward for Volesky over his head. Garzi couldn't get it to settle. Belangoyet. Dominguez. Belangoyet. Go outside, broken up by Dominic Samuel. There's Montreal knocking it around. Mayer Jaguar. Almost taken back there by Chouanier, but out of play. And we'll go to the visitors. Montreal 0-1, away from home. Road loss coming against Wilmington on Sunday, the 17th of this month. 2-0 loss there. 1 goal scored, 5 against this season for FC Montreal. We did have 4 players represent the Canadian under-20 team in that 2-1 win last month against England. Pantemis, Mayer Jaguar, Dominguez, and, of course, Tabla, who we've mentioned, and I think we've been pretty impressed with him so far.
Yes. I mean, I've been impressed, and I know some of the fans have probably been impressed with him. Again, very, very great touches, shield the ball pretty well, and Montreal is definitely using him to make the play go through, to build their attack.
Montreal very young, 11 players not yet 20 years old. Is Philippe Ulefoy, the director of the Montreal Academy, his 7th season doing that job. Now also leading the way for FC Montreal, getting these guys ready for the MLS side.
Yeah, and I noticed that too. I noticed a lot of them are very young team. But even although they're that young, I mean, they have some great talent on the field, great talent on the squad that they can build from.
There's forms. I think that's one thing you're going to see a lot this season when New York Red Bulls come in, Toronto FC 2 come in, teams like FC Montreal, these reserve teams for the major league sides, they appear to be in good hands. I mean, these guys can play. Yes, there's some good players coming up through the ranks.
Yeah, they definitely can play. I mean, as you can see.
There's a chance now for the Rhinos to come forward. Toch with a low shot, Crépeau.
That was a great shot there. Great save also. As we were just saying, you can see a lot of...
Look at that good ball into space for Toch. Comes streaking through, and good hard low shot. Crépeau's got a dive to his left to make the save. Also a key there, no rebound given up.
Yes, very good key right there. Oh.
Handball.
That's a handball.
I think the crowd wanted that one right away.
Right away, yeah. I mean, the crowd could hear the crowd.
They got their call. Becker, a tough one for Toch. He's under immediate pressure. Farrell comes in to help out.
Hey, that possession could have been dangerous there.
All called at midfield against the Rhinos. And Toch not going to be happy with that service on the restart. Tabla gets it back. Charbonneau. Good move. Gets around Ugarte. Nicely by Garzi to step up and take it away, though. Good soccer. Couldn't keep it in play, though.
Yep, that was a very great spin move there to get around that player.
Thrown just in front of the Montreal bench. It'll be Jean-Luc Charbonneau, the 20-year-old, to take it. And he slips on the turf. Rhinos will kindly take that one back and go the other way with it. A few chuckles on the Montreal bench after that. There's Garzi. Volesky. Volesky with 8 goals and 3 assists last season. Looking to push up that number, along with Dos Santos, who also had 8 on the year. Gagnon Lapare breaks up that one. 40th minute and scoreless at Rhino Stadium. Forbes heads it down to Volesky. Now Garzi. Riley on the far side chases this one down. Plays it back to Samuel. Garzi back to Farrell. Toch off the chest. Farrell cuts around. Belangoyet finds Apostolopoulos at midfield. Takes a couple touches forward. Pass deflected. Volesky gets a little touch inside, but broken up there by the Montreal defense. Apostolopoulos. Dominic Samuel. Out of the far side looking for Forbes, and he's going to run out of space for the 1-1 Rochester Rhinos. What a season that last year was. 17-1-10. A 2-1 championship victory over Los Dos right here at Rhino Stadium. Sonny Samuels, the hero of that one, with 2 dramatic goals to bring the Rhinos back. He is listed as a sub tonight, and should he come on, he deserves a nice round of applause.
Yes, if he come on, he deserves a very nice round of applause. I mean, he was instrumental in that final game last year.
And you're talking about a guy who at the start of last season was still at Canisius College finishing his degree. So it was practice, back to school, and then it culminates with graduation and championship hero.
Yep, it's everything for him just falls
right. What else could you ask for?
Right into place, yeah.
We're in the 42nd minute. Montreal with possession, looking for Makungilwa. Has it now. Charbonneau, middle of the field, a left-footed shot. It's got some dip on it, but not enough to find the frame.
Not enough. He got some potential. I think he was just trying to see if he could chip it over the goalkeeper because he saw he was off his line, but just a little too heavy on the shot.
Not quite like you'd see with one of my favorites, Diego Maradona.
Yes.
That little sweet touch that just finds the back of the net.
That's Florida just jumped right in the back. Yeah.
You see it come off his foot, and you think that's got no chance at all. All of a sudden,
yes.
Boop, it's in. There's Forbes, a cheeky little touch forward for Volesky. Gets it back, heads it out to Ugarte. Fisher will get there first. There's a throw-in for Becker and the Rhinos. Charbonneau battles with Ugarte. Finds Garzi. Back outside. Low cross. Blocked away. Becker looks, delivers. Headed away by Dominguez. Late pressure coming from the Rhinos in the 43rd minute. Akungilwa tripped up, no call made. Riley comes away with it. Couldn't find the foot of a teammate. And this one rolls out of play. Goal kick coming up here for Crépeau.
And I'm not sure what if he was waiting for someone to come and help or looking to cross the ball, but I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
Crépeau to get this one back into play. 44th minute and scoreless. Good hard win there by Riley. Rugged outside midfielder. Seeing a lot of touches here early on. Nice little touch forward, but Dominic Samuel reads it and breaks it up.
That was a nice little trick he played to get by the defender there. Almost worked.
It's the style of Daryl Stewart, isn't it? Fancy little flash of soccer. You've had your moments, right? Oh, absolutely. Remember some of those days just a few blocks away in 96 and 97?
Yes.
I mean, you were a part of the initial explosion of the Rochester Rhinos.
Yes, I was one of the original.
Had to be a special time for you.
Yes, it was. It was definitely a special time. It was a great time. Great time.
Did you expect it to take off and get as big as it did so quick?
You know, I never expected to turn into what it did in such a fashion. I knew there was a lot of fans, a lot of soccer fans from migrated from different parts of the world here, but for what it became at that time, it was phenomenal. It was unbelievable.
14,000 people a game, and hopefully for the Dworkins and the club, we get back to those days of massive crowds checking out Rhino soccer. There's Crépeau. We are in the 45th minute. No indication yet of stoppage time. Scoreless between FC Montreal and the Rochester Rhinos. Makungilwa. Samuel breaks it up to Forbes, and we will have no stoppage time as the first half comes to a close. The 2016 Rhino.
A home opener, we need to have 3 points to move along, to move forward for the fans here today.
I'd like to pass along a quick hello to my former broadcast partner, Christian Silva, tuning in today out in California. Christian, hope all is well. And a quick restart from Ugarte is driven right into the keeper, Crépeau.
Yeah, and right away I see the Rhinos is going on the attack right away there.
Foul called. Farrell just inside the Rhinos' half of the field. He'll be called back by the official. And they'll get a talking to.
Yeah, it seemed like the Rhinos not only aggressive on the attack, but they're aggressive in their play to start the second half.
It's David Schwanier, who was the player injured, the 19-year-old, slow to get up. Don't think he'll need the trainer, but still on one knee, gets up and trying to shake it off. Makungilwa. Chip forward. Poked away there by Samuel. There's James' first touch, gets it back to Garzi. Volesky holding off the defender. He's dumped down, and the referee makes the call. Christian Volesky gets up. Number 9 this season. 1 goal on the season for the 2015 MLS Combine MVP at Bradenton, Florida.
And I think first in the second half here now, I think the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game was going to depict who's going to probably win this game.
There's Forbes. Gagnon Lapere marking him. Forbes sneaks away, but Fisher has been strong on the tackle. Comes up big again.
Yeah, that
was
FC
Montreal.
And that was definitely a big save there to knock that ball out of the bounds, because he was actually heading into the box.
Service into the box. Volesky just over his head, and Crépeau luckily to get a piece of that one. 48th minute. Becker with the header. Langoyet comes up high with the boot. No call made. Looking to get Jolie into the box. Dominic Samuel.
Oh, that was a great save by Dominic Samuel.
Another breakup on the defensive side by Farrell. There's James.
Oh.
Giveaway in the box. Jolie shot at a goal. A giveaway at the top of the 18, and Montreal has taken a 1-0 lead in the 48th minute. Jolie making the Rhinos pay for a bad giveaway.
That was a very bad giveaway. I mean, if you're gonna be passing the ball backwards towards in your area into your box, you better make sure you're passing it. Better make sure you're passing it back to the feet of the player. And there it is, a bad giveaway back into space and not to the player. Oh. Right into space and not in the player, and there it is.
Jolie, the 20-year-old, gets his first of the season. And he makes the Rhinos pay there. As you talked about, the first 5-10 minutes of this half are going to be crucial.
Yes, the first 5 to 10 minutes of this half is going to be crucial. This is where it's going to depict who's really want to win this game. And there it is.
3 minutes in.
It's up 1-0.
Jolie, 3 goals, 1 assist last season. That's his first. And the 20-year-old has given FC Montreal a 1-0 lead, I think much to the surprise of the crowd here at Rhino Stadium. But a lot of time for the Rhinos to bounce back.
Yeah, there's a lot of times left, so it's a lot of game left to play in this half.
Now, if you're FC Montreal with a huge chunk of the second half left to play, do you bunker down or continue to push forward?
If FC Montreal, I'd still play my game. I would not bunker down. I'd still push forward and stay on the attacking, and I'd go back on the defensive.
Yellow card being issued here to Dominguez for his challenge on the far side. Is the first yellow card of the game. It goes to Montreal's Marco Dominguez. We restart on the far side for the Rhinos, who trail 1-0. Becker to take it. Into the box, Volesky with the header. One hop into the arms of Crépeau.
It was a great opportunity, but there was no pace in the header going into to the goalkeeper.
Caution issued in the 50th minute.
Pressure now by Forbes, comes away with it. Hard tackle there. Makungilwa. And it's a throw coming up for the Rhinos.
It's a great steal, great takeaway, but Montreal is definitely don't want to give this lead up.
Montreal with a 49th minute goal coming from Jolie, taking the 1-0 lead. Rochester's only other goal given up was at the Richmond Kickers on Saturday, April the 9th. A clean sheet in Pittsburgh and in New York as well. Into the box, swerving, and Crépeau better be careful with that one. It had some swerve and the sun in his eyes as well.
Yes, it did. The ball was definitely swerving in, and one of the Rhinos players actually went down into the box just now, but they were calling for infraction, but he just nothing.
Shot in the goal! Ugarte with a darting run into the box, and Volesky swings the left foot and sneaks it under Crépeau. We're tied at 1.
That was a beautiful shot, beautiful move. Actually, Rhinos was actually looking for a call from the ref right before the shot, but the ref played the advantage and resulted in a beautiful goal.
Here's a look at Ugarte's run. He's on a mission there, gets a touch on it to Volesky. Quick little turn, not much pace on it, but it had just enough to beat Crépeau. And Volesky gets his second goal of the season, Ugarte's second assist. This one comes in the 52nd minute. So the second half opening up with fireworks.
Yes, it does. Now we have the game here now.
Volesky closing down with that quick speed. Come off his line and scoop it up. So Volesky in the 52nd minute from Ugarte. We're tied at 1. 3 minutes after the Montreal goal. The Rhinos respond.
Rightfully so. I mean, Rhinos haven't stopped attacking since they came out in the second half, and they were very well rewarded for it.
Mixed up in the box, and Grinwis has to quickly come off his line. Scoop that one. Rhinos supporter section with the smoke bombs going. It's the Oak Street Brigade to our right, Flower City Stampede to our left. I don't know how many teams have 2 supporter sections, but I guess we're blessed here in Rochester.
Yes, we sure are blessed in Rochester here. I mean, these guys that support Rochester, doesn't matter if it's snowing, if it's raining, if it's sunshine, they're here.
Had a little gathering last night, a kickoff party for the home opener at the Exchange Street Sports Bar. And they're up on their feet, flags waving and drums banging as the Rhinos have tied it up at 1. James on the near side gets a touch on it. Makungilwa marking him. This will be a corner kick for the Rhinos as Dominguez knocks it out of play in the 54th minute.
And again, here the Rhinos haven't changed their plan of attack. They're being aggressive going forward, which I think is something that they should continue doing the rest of the second half.
It's Ugarte to take the second corner kick of the game for the Rhinos on the near side. The left-footed in-swinging service from the 23-year-old second-year Rhino Marcos Ugarte. There's the delivery, low, deflected up and at the near post. Volesky, I believe, or it was Farrell. No, they're going to say it was last touched by Montreal.
Yeah, that was
another corner kick.
It's not a corner kick. You got to actually drive that ball to the near post. Looking for a player running into near post just for an easy flick on into goal.
Ugarte again. This one a little deeper. At the 6th, the header. And the referee's pointing to the spot. It's a penalty for the Rhinos. There was some grabbing and clutching in the box, and David Mond points to the spot. A penalty for the Rochester Rhinos in the 55th minute. And there's going to be a card issued as well. And it's going to go to Gagnon Lapare in the 56th minute.
Now this PK came off of the second corner kick for the Rhinos. We didn't really see what happened, but the referee was right in the midst of the confrontation, and he saw what took place, and he awarded a PK for the Rhinos.
Volesky in the 56th minute. Here's the whistle, winds, fires, goal! Volesky's second of the game. It's 2-1 Rochester.
It was a very well placed PK by Volesky. Have the keeper going to the second, to his wrong side, to his right side, and ball to the back of the net on the left side.
All right, Darren, let's dissect this one. Here's the second corner kick that leads to the PK call. And
it looks like it was grabbed around the neck from what I've seen.
Here's the finish by Volesky.
Yeah, it happened so fast on the corner kick that the referee was in a better position than anyone else to see what happened.
It was Apostolopoulos, the Rhino player, who was fouled in the box, leading to the PK for Volesky. And this second half is opened up fast and furious. It's 2-1 now. 3 goals in 11 minutes.
Yes, it is. I mean, I think all gloves are off. I mean, the first half ended with feeling out each other. The second half started with a bang.
So Volesky's third of the season on the PK in the 56th minute. Vasilios Apostolopoulos was the player fouled in the box. Referee points to the penalty spot. And the Rhinos come back to take the lead now after giving up an early goal in the second half. Crowd up and feeling it now. It's Rhino Stadium. Grinwis short to Apostolopoulos. And he knew right away he was getting tugged on as he looked back to the official who made the call.
Yes, he did. He felt it, and the official was right there. And, the official definitely awarded a penalty kick right away.
Gagnon Lapare in the 56th minute was the player called for the foul and issued a yellow card. And the Rhinos now with a 2-1 lead. Going back the other way. Do they sit back now and protect the lead?
I think they should continue pressure because a one lead is not a lot, but they should continue to be aggressive going forward.
Well, for some of the first-time fans in attendance at Rhino Stadium, they saw a scoreless first half, and then in 11 minutes, 3 goals just like that. That's how quick this game can turn.
It can turn on a dime. It's
Forbes scoops it up, plays it off of Dominguez. It'll be a throw-in coming up for the Rhinos. Dominguez, the 20-year-old. 21 appearances last year for Dominguez. There's Dominic Samuel. To James, who's come on here in the second half. Oh, another corner kick coming up for the Rhinos on the near side. Fourth one of the game. Ugarte trots over to take it.
And
See if the hands stay down this time.
And anytime you have a corner kick or any set plays, these are very dangerous.
Ugarte will do the honors. He's got an assist on the 52nd minute goal from Volesky. We're in the 60th minute. There's the delivery. Another driven ball. Cleared away by Belangoyet. Garzi. Ugarte's onside. Looks with the right foot. Header! Cleared away there by Fisher. Ugarte will work it again. He's been dangerous on the flanks. Finds Forbes. Comes back outside. Cuts it to his left. Back to his right. Into the box. Crépeau at the near post. Swarms it. Montreal coming the other way now, looking for Chouanier, and Grinwis comes off his line to knock it out of danger.
Yep. And they go Montreal again with a counter attack from the defense, trying to catch the Rhinos on their heel.
Again, a very young Montreal team, and I guess for them a learning opportunity. They took the lead, and then Rochester just 3 minutes later comes right back. Montreal again learning the ropes here. As Grinwis, nice save there, comes off his line. Very calm and composed. Takes his time, pushes the numbers forward. Flicked on by James. Volesky with 2 goals in this half to Toch. Good ball. The Forbes flag comes up, and it'll be coming back on a restart here for FC Montreal, who's going to go to the bench once again, or for the first time, I'm sorry, in this half. It'll be Alessandro Rigi coming on.
Yeah, it was a very good through ball, but just a little bit ahead of the play.
There's Crépeau with the restart. Added there by Toch. Fisher. Now looking for Jolie. Apostolopoulos, good win on the header. To Dominic Samuel. Long ball on the near side, or will run out of play. Throw coming up here for the Rhinos. Get into the game through the USL's social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Farrell wins it to Forbes, plays it off the ground nicely to Toch. Still Toch. Volesky looking for that hat trick. Gets tangled up in his feet. Good touch to Blah. Another good touch. Dominic Samuel has been outstanding today. Breaks it up and still has it. What a performance by him.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's playing. What a game he's having. Defending, moving, clearing the ball. He's playing a great game on the right defensive back.
There's Garzi. Toch. Garzi's going to have to hustle, and he does a good job just to even get a touch on that one. Apostolopoulos. And played back to Crépeau. We're in the 63rd minute now. A quick-moving second half. I guess that's what happens when you see a bunch of goals scored.
Yes, it moves right along when the excitement in the game is picked up.
Garzi called for the tackle against Belangoyet. And this will give Montreal a chance to make the substitution, their first of the game. In the 64th minute, Alessandro Rigi coming on for Marco Dominguez. We talked about Rigi last season. 9 goals, 2 assists. Just just coming back, making his first appearance of the season after a preseason injury. The 22-year-old wearing number 49 enters the game in the 64th minute.
Well, I'm thinking Montreal is looking for a little bit more offensive posture by bringing him on.
Very technical player. Good touch on the ball, good pace. And the Rhinos come back with it, and Canardo Forbes. Canardo hasn't had that chance or that space to unleash that powerful shot that we saw several times last season.
Yeah, he's been just need a little space to take those shots.
He's been withdrawn just behind the strikers. There's Dominic Samuel. Shoved down by Tebla, and it'll definitely be a free kick for the Rhinos.
And that was actually a pull down by Tabla. He's lucky he didn't get a card for that. But here again, Samuel is such a great player. He's playing such a great game. Standing up and shielding the ball.
Volesky battling for it. Gets it to James. Plays it inside. Toch. Volesky's in. He's swiped at the corner of the 18. By Belangoyet, and should be a yellow card at least.
Yes, it should be a yellow, and it's a yellow card.
And luckily for Montreal, one more step, he's in the box. Take a look.
Yep, lucky for Montreal, one more step. He actually didn't play the ball, but played a man. And that could have easily be a red card also, because he could have been the last defender
he was
at that point.
I was ready to scream hat trick. So Ugarte with a three-man wall. Could whip one in on a swerve. Got some goal to look at. Chips it into the box. The header! Up and over the frame by Canardo Forbes.
Just a little bit. You just got to bring it down, put it on target. That was a beautiful crossed in, chipped in.
There's a look at it on the big board, Daryl.
There it is, and it's in. He get up so high above everyone, but just a little bit too much pace in that header.
I'll push forward again. Forbes won't be able to get to it. Crépeau will get there first. As the Rhinos will go to the bench and make some changes. Crépeau puts it down on the turf, 67th minute. If you're just tuning in, it's 2-1 Rochester. Here's the scoring breakdown. 49th minute, Montreal gets a goal from Joly. 3 minutes later, Volesky from Ugarte. And then in the 56th minute, a PK for Volesky, who's in again, looking for the hat trick. The shot! Up and over the net. Volesky is feeling it today.
That was a beautiful, beautiful touch, beautiful read. And he had the room he could have taken a couple more steps because he had the step in front of the defender. But he took the shot from a little ways out and went a little wide.
And that one goes up and over. Volesky looking for the hat trick in the second half alone. That would have been a hat trick.
Yes.
Chandler Hoffman from Louisville, the USL Player of the Week, had a first half hat trick to earn Louisville a 3-2 win against FC Cincinnati last week. So we're seeing goals scored here across the USL. Tebla. Samuel stands him up. Still Tebla. Cross. Samuel recovers and wins it back. Fouled there, and it's coming out for the Rochester Rhinos.
Yeah, that was pretty good defensive, pretty good play by Tebla to get around two defenders, crossed over, get in the box, but there was a great recovery by the defenders from the Rhinos. It was like two defenders came back and won it back from him.
Good support there. Farrell coming in to help out as well. And it's the first look I've had in live game action to see the back line for Rochester. And Farrell, Apostolopoulos, Becker, and Samuel seem to be the real deal for Bob Lilly's side.
Yeah, I think. I mean, just if these guys get a few more games together and gel a little bit more, they'll be just as good as last season.
Last season only giving up 15 goals. A record-breaking defensive season for the 17-1-10 Rochester Rhinos. had a 19-game unbeaten streak, and only the second USL team to win the regular season and the league championship.
It's a pretty impressive accomplishment that the Rhinos did last season.
We're going to have Tony Walls making his debut after getting a little bit of a rest after the rugged indoor season with Milwaukee. And Asani Samuels will also come on, and again, curious to see the applause he gets after his championship game performance.
Yeah, see, and hopefully he can duplicate some of that magic from last season.
Absolutely. There's Toch shielding off the defender. Still Toch to Canardo. Chips into the box. Ugarte tries to climb up and win the ball in the air. Can't. Now Montreal coming with Schwanier. And this is going to be Becker. Nicely finding space to win that ball to Ugarte.
And there Montreal goes again trying to their counter-attack to get the Rhinos on their heels, but the Rhinos recover pretty well on that counter-attack.
Montreal in their own half. Mayer Jaguar. Fisher back to Mayer Jaguar. 70th minute, 2-1, the Rhinos with the lead. Given away at midfield, Garzi to Ugarte. Gets around Belangoyet. Back to Garzi. The Rhinos will knock it back to Apostolopoulos. Don't forget the Rhinos will be back home next Saturday, 6:05 kickoff against the Harrisburg City Islanders. Right here at Rhino Stadium. Visit rhinosoccer.com for ticket information and the much improved fan experience here at Rhino Stadium in 2016. Good crowd, good game for the home opener as Ryan James runs onto this one. Knocked away there by Mayer Jaguar, and it'll be Rochester's corner kick. And we should see some substitutions, and this could be good timing for Asani Samuels, who last season on corner kicks in that championship game was dynamite. First sub to come on will be, let's take a look. Tony Walls will replace Jordan Becker, number 23. This change now in the 72nd minute. Asani Samuels will replace Marcos Ugarte. Both Becker and Ugarte, good performances today.
Yes, beautiful. Great performance by those two players today.
Good round of applause for both Tony Walls making his season debut and Asani Samuels his 4th appearance. So that's 3 changes made for the Rhinos. It's going to be Canardo Forbes now taking the near side corner kick, outswinging service. The delivery. Fisher gets up over Apostolopoulos to knock it away. Forbes gets it back. Volesky into the 18. Canardo Forbes. Cross. Samuels. Chest. Apostolopoulos. No one there on the end of it looking for Tony Walls.
And almost, Samuels almost got his first assist from his first touch.
Nice little chest pass there. Yes. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike information.
We ask you to enter and exit the field near section 101.
Jolie, the goal scorer, gets the flick on it, but no one there except for Toch. Belangoyet, intercepted by Apostolopoulos. Now taken back by Montreal. Alessandro Rigi. Spinning through the midfield, looking for options, has to go back. Mayer Jaguar back to Rigi. Tabla. Trying to get it there to Jolie, and he does. Foul called just outside the box. Asani Samuels taking down Schwanier, and it'll be a free kick for Montreal. Dangerous restart for the visitors.
Yes, this is a very dangerous restart. Dangerous position to give away a foul like that.
Rigi taking a look at this one. 4 in the wall, now 3 in the wall for the Rhinos. Referee blows the whistle, gets us underway.
Yeah, this could be an in-swinger, this could be an out-swinger.
Rigi gets the touch, the shot, and that is wide. That's a set piece that Regi walks away looking like he's upset.
Yes, I noticed that.
That's my play. That's a play I've taught my kids.
Walk away like they're having some sort of disagreement and who's going to take the kick. And I just laid it off to him very easily.
It might create that split second of decoy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Forbes, good little swerving touch of Sonny Samuels. Here's Samuels approaching the 18. Still with it. Back to Forbes. Spinning away, looking for options. Canardo. Now to Garzi. Garzi still wearing the captain's armband, even though Tony Walls has come on in the 72nd minute. Forbes. Shot blocked. There's the cannon we were looking for. There's Walls to James. 75th minute. Rhinos with a 1-goal lead. Played back to Garzi. Now Apostolopoulos. Spinning back to Mike Garzi. On the near side. Good ball for James. Nice settle. James, a left-footed cross. Canardo, Forbes just couldn't get on the end of it.
Yeah, that was a great ball. If he had just a little bit more, he could have got a one-time shot into goal into that one.
Good hustle to keep it in play and possession.
Yeah, great ball movement by the Rhinos. Great possession. Great spreading of the field.
Apostolopoulos. Sonny Samuels. Back to Garzi. Now Walls. It's a touch. Swerves it outside for Canardo. Forbes, and the flag is going to come up. Coming back from an offside position. And now you're seeing a bit of the versatility of Sean Toch. Becker has come out. Toch is slotted back now to left back, while Walls has taken the central midfield role from Toch. But again, Toch very confident, comfortable in any role.
Any role, yeah. He looks, as a matter of fact, he looked like he could play any role pretty well, pretty much, and he pushed up a little bit on that one possession there.
20 games played for Toch, the 24-year-old. Good steal by the Rhinos as Sonny Samuels coming forward. Got James. Plays it short to Walls instead. In space here. Gets it outside to James. Dominic Samuel to Garzi. Farrell, pressured, quickly gets it to Apostolopoulos. Calm and cool. Looking to the near side. Flag comes up for offside. It's Ryan James. This time, restart here for Montreal. 77th minute. The Impact trailing by 1 here. The second of 5 straight road games for FC Montreal. They're going to make a couple of changes here coming up momentarily.
I like what the Rhinos is doing now. They seems trying to keep possession of the ball now and spread it around and let the Montreal chase the ball.
There's Volesky, still very fresh. A lot of energy in those legs. Samuels. Wall spins away from pressure. Gets it to Toch. Out of the near side for James. Keeps it in play. There's Forbes. A little touch forward for Garzi. Volesky tries to cut away from Fisher. Can't. Now played Gagnon Lapare. Little touch central now. Chouanier. Pushing forward. Plays it central. Gagnon Lapare. Montreal with some possession here. Toch anticipates it, breaks it up nicely.
Yes. Yeah, Rhinos again is playing a very well positioned game, possession game, spreading it. Just have when they lose the ball, they just fall back in defensively and have Montreal bring the ball right back to them and take it away.
FC Montreal will make a couple of changes here. It'll be Morelli, Fabio Morelli coming on, the 20-year-old, to replace Balan Goyette, who kind of looked like he was getting a bit tired.
Yes.
In the middle of the field. And Lincor Joseph will replace number 63, the goal scorer, Charles Joly. In the 79th minute, these two changes. Third change of the game for Montreal. Joly is out, along with Balan Goyette.
Yeah, it looked like Montreal just trying to get some fresh legs in.
Here is Garzi. James is dumped on their little touch, no call made. Schwanier. Pastelopoulos. Touch, looked for Volesky and able to hustle back and win it once again. Middle of the field, now the Rhinos taking control with Forbes. 79th minute, 2-1 Rochester. Dominic Samuel. Volesky, and the flag comes up once again.
Yeah, but I thought he actually knew he was offside because he stopped and hesitated to go to that ball. So he actually knew he was actually offside at that point.
80th minute, the Rhinos leading 2-1. Both goals from Volesky in the 52nd minute from Ugarte, and the 56th minute, a PK after Apostolopoulos was fouled in the box, giving Rochester the 2-1 lead. Here's the header forward. Oh, nice little touch from Canardo. Look at that. Good bit of work and almost springing Volesky.
Yeah, great piece of footwork. Great composure there between three guys. And almost threaded it through for a great through ball.
Toch, just enough pressure there to not give Rigi a chance to play the ball. And they'll pick up a throw-in on the far side. Don't forget the Rhinos are back home again next Saturday, 6:05. The Harrisburg City Islanders come to town to take on the Rochester Rhinos. Visit rhinosoccer.com for more information. Pablo going to the bench to make his fourth substitution at the next break. Toch, good touch forward for Tony Walls. Slides to keep possession, broken up there, and knocked out of play by Montreal. Throwing coming up here for the Rhinos, who will be bringing on Bradley Camden, a newcomer. He'll make his second appearance of the season. He'll replace number 4, Sean Toch. And this fourth substitution for the Rhinos coming up in the 81st minute. And Daryl, thoughts on Mr. Toch this evening?
Mr. Toch played a very well game. Good composure. I think he's haven't lost anything from a year ago. So,
well-deserved break for Toch, who comes off for Camden. The 21-year-old, he was selected by the Colorado Rapids in the third round of the 2016 MLS Super Draft. That would be number 58 overall out of UNLV. Bradley Camden now taking a spot at left back for the Rhinos. As Asani Samuels, double teamed on the far side. Able to win a corner kick or a throw-in for the Rhinos. And they'll take their time here in the 82nd minute.
Yeah, they try to use a couple of time off the clock.
Montreal appears to be a bit tired here in the last few moments of this one.
And I think that's had something to do with the way the Rhinos decided to play the ball, the possession of the ball. Yeah,
oh, what a great effort from Samuels.
Yes,
off the chest and a quick turn.
Yes, and I think the reason why the Montreal is looking a bit tired again is that the way the Rhinos started to settle the game down, possess the ball, spread the field, and let Montreal chase them.
It's all the running taking an impact here in Montreal. Rochester's seeing a lot of the ball. We'll see if they can continue with that form, or does Montreal dig deep and find a way to get back into this one. Played all the way back to Crépeau by Mayer Giguère. On the far side, Fisher. Chipped into the box, Rigi. Farrell gets there first. On the ground, Rigi. Plays it there. Cleared away by Walls. Gagnon Lapare for Tabla. Keeps it inbounds on the near side, one-on-one against Dominic Samuel. That has been a great matchup today. Coming in to help out is James, and the Rhinos win that battle.
And you're
Volesky.
right. You're right, Joe. It's a great matchup between Samuel and Tabla. Great to see these two guys go at each other and with clean great soccer between both players.
Played back to Crépeau, 84th minute. Montreal will go to the bench one more time to make their 4th substitution. Kasher, Istanbul Kasher, getting ready to come in for FC Montreal. And if you're wondering about the big boys up in Montreal today, it's Stade Saputo. Toronto FC 2-0 winners on goals from Giovinco, knocking off the Montreal Impact. And this change here in the 84th minute is Kasher coming on. He's replacing Chouanier. 4th substitution of the game for Philippe Ulefra.
Entering the match is number 53.
Crépeau plays it to Fisher.
Replacing number 67.
A long ball for Tabla. No way going to keep that one in play.
And trying to time Tabla in the corner to go 1-on-1 with Samuel again. It's went right out of bounds.
Dominic Samuel with the throw in on the near side, looking for Canardo. Finds Volesky. Fisher battles him for it. Montreal. Fabio Morelli. Gagnon Lapare. Switches it to the far side. Rigi. Nakungilwa. Good move. Gets around 1. Finds Tabla. Rigi. Kasher now. Good work. Samuels is tugged on, but keeps possession. And now the foul is called as Gagnon Lapare comes in to finish the job.
It looked like the referee was actually looking to see what developed with that play before he actually blew the whistle.
4th yellow card of the game issued to Montreal for that challenge. It's Kasher in the 86th minute. Apostolopoulos to do the honors.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Montreal's number 53, Istanbul Kasher.
Volesky.
Caution issued in the 86th minute.
A hard challenge there against Morelli, and he ends up winning a corner kick for the Rhinos, or check that, Charbonneau.
Yeah.
Rhinos will get their 6th corner kick of the game.
And without that challenge, that could have been very dangerous because he was in the box and looking ready to take a shot there from Volesky.
Be sure to keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. All right, far side corner kick, swerving ball into the box. Samuels with the header, and the one hop is stopped there by Crépeau.
Yeah, there was a great corner kick, but there was no power on the header because Samuel was actually going pedaling backwards instead of coming forward to meet the ball.
Nakungilwa to Rigi. Garzi is down. Rigi's service cleared away. Garzi still on the turf for Rochester. Referee's playing on. Here's Fisher. And the referee will make the foul call as Walls and Fisher have a few words. Garzi will get looked at here, hopefully by the trainer. He's been down for a bit.
Yeah, he's been down. I'm not even sure what if he got hit or it was a collision, or he just went down from something that happened previously.
Now he's rolled over on his back. Mike Garzi, the 25-year-old who played in 23 games last season, making his 4th appearance, and we'll see what the injury is to Mike Garzi, the captain today for the Rochester Rhinos. Looks like they're looking at his right leg, maybe the right knee that took the knock. Hopefully nothing too serious for a guy who's going to have a really expanded role this season in the Rhinos midfield.
Yes, I mean, hopefully it's nothing to, if he has to come out of this game, hopefully it's nothing that will keep him out of the next game coming up, because he's played a crucial role in this game so far.
88th minute. This will definitely add some time to what we see after the 90-minute mark, and there are a few other games tonight in the USL. San Antonio is at the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Swope Park Rangers at OKC. Portland Timbers 2 at Tulsa. Rio Grande Valley FC at the Real Monarchs, and St. Louis FC at the Sacramento Republic. And Garzi up and hobbling off to the sideline.
Well, that's a good sign. At least he come off on his own power and not being carried off. So that's a good sign.
And Andre Fortune will be coming on, number 8. I assume it'll be for Garzi. That's the 5th and final substitution for the Rhinos. As Garzi's looking around, and he is indeed the player coming off. Andre Fortune, the 19-year-old, coming on now. His debut, or sorry, second game of the season with the Rhinos. Cleared away by Apostolopoulos, who took a stud as well, but that's inside the box. Dangerous opportunity.
Yes, that was a dangerous opportunity there for the Rhinos, but cleared out the box pretty confidently.
Garzi hobbling to the bench, cannot put any weight on that right foot. Let's see if we can get you an update on what the injury is to the Rhinos central midfielder. 90th minute, 2-1 Rochester with the lead. Thrown on the far side for FC Montreal. Again, the second of 5 straight on the road for Montreal, the first of 4 straight at home for the Rhinos. Headed up on the far side, Kasher. Morelli puts it into the box looking for Rigi. He's not going to battle with those big guys, Farrell and Dominic Samuel. At least not in the air. High, deep service. Grinwis. Take his time. 6 minutes of stoppage time.
6 minutes. Wow. I didn't expect that to be that much, but
wow. That's generous.
Yes, that's definitely generous.
So plenty of time for anything to happen down the stretch.
Yes.
Tony Walls. Dominic Samuel just pounds it downfield as we are in stoppage time. This one is barely going to reach Crépeau. Pop it up in the air on the far side. Tebla. Knocked away there. Throwing coming up for the Rhinos.
So now it's 6 minutes. I think the Rhinos definitely have to play with a little bit more discipline now, and because Montreal is now going to definitely trying to push as much as they can.
Rhinos looking to get their second win of the season, and a yellow card being issued here to Andre Fortune. Oh, I'm sorry, who is that? Asani, I can't tell from up here. The Rhinos' first yellow card of the game.
Yeah, I think it's for
Camden. Bradley Camden is the player who's issued the card.
Yeah, I think it's the delay of game.
And knocked away down the field. Farrell will pick it up for the Rhinos. Pressure coming, clears it. We'll give Montreal a throw-in, but they'll have to regroup in their own half as they trail 2-1. Fortune. Strong challenge, strong battle there. Chip forward looking for Asani Samuels. Makangilwa plays it back there. Meyer Giguère to Crépeau. They're going to work the other side now. Chip to midfield. Sent forward now, but broken up by Apostolopoulos.
Still in.
And this one does end up out of play. Well, Montreal going to look for some help here in stoppage time, and you know, when your owner Joey Saputo gets a chance to meet the Pope in Rome at St. Peter's Square, maybe some of that holier than thou luck will come up. Saputo, also the owner of Bologna in the Serie A, meeting the Pope, who is from Argentina, Ignacio Piatti. Player for the Montreal Impact, played for the Pope's favorite team, San Lorenzo.
San Lorenzo, yeah.
There's Asani Samuels, and the Rhinos have other ideas. A good idea, but Canardo Forbes just didn't have enough space to keep that in play.
Yeah, just a little too heavy. If he was a little bit more lighter, it would be.
Makungilwa will have a throw-in. They're into the stoppage time. The Rhinos' home opener of 2016. Another yellow card. It's Canardo Forbes this time. Second yellow card of the game, Candom for Rochester and Forbes,
Yes.
the 2 cards, and 4 for Montreal.
And both cards for Rochester is basically for delay of game.
Good win. Good win by Samuel. Now Fisher. Gagnon Lapare. Mayor Giguère. Poked away there by Ryan James. Another of the new faces here for the Rochester Rhinos in 2016. Regi. James just gets a toe poke nicely to break it up to Asani Samuels. Forbes plays it up the middle. Fisher's there for Montreal. He'll have some space and time to turn.
So Rochester just sitting back and clogging the middle. And hopefully the time will run out before.
A little heavy touch there, but still picked up again by Lincourt Joseph. His pass blocked. Mayor Giguère chips one into the box. No one there but black and white jerseys for Rochester. Headed out of play, Morelli. That's the throw in. Mayor Giguère. Tabla couldn't keep control of it. Volesky, with 2 goals on the day, is tripped up. And the referee is going to issue the 5th yellow card of the game. And it's going to go to number 66, Jean-Luc Charbonneau.
And that yellow card, it's pure frustration and Montreal path. Because there's no way he could have stopped or get the ball, and he just figured, I'm just going to stop him.
Grinwis will take his time. Yellow card issued in stoppage time here of the second half. Shots on goal, 9 for the Rhinos, 5 for Montreal today. Saves, 1 for Grinwis, 3 for Crépro, but Grinwis had to come up with a huge one. As Regi went outside, and Charbonneau not going to get to that one.
Yes, that one was a little bit too heavy. It was a great idea, great opportunity, but just a little bit too heavy.
And Rochester winning all 4 matchups last season against FC Montreal, looking to pick up where they left off. Samuels turns on the Jets. Fisher, that's got to be a card. It could be red.
That could be a red card. Yep, has to be. Nope, got to be a red.
He is lucky not to get a yellow card. Here's a look at it. He's gone. He is gone, Daryl.
Look at that. He is gone. I mean, he had 2 steps in front of him. Last defender. The ref was a little bit generous with him.
Kyle Fisher can count himself lucky.
Yeah.
And with that last touch, this one comes to a close. A successful home opener for the Rochester Rhinos as they pick up a 2-1 victory over FC Montreal. Volesky with 2 goals. Joly with the goal for Montreal. But the Rhinos came storming back, Daryl, after giving up an early second half goal.
Yes, they did come storming back, and they came out aggressively in the second half. Went a goal down, but they stick with their game plan and stayed aggressively, and end up winning the game 2-1.
So recapping your scoring, Joly in the 49th minute, unassisted. His first goal of the year gave Montreal. 3 minutes later, Volesky from Ugarte, his second goal of the season, made this one level at 1. And then in the 56th minute, Apostolopoulos fouled in the box. Volesky steps up to the spot, buries the PK, and that's where this one stands at 2-1. The Rhinos win their 2016 home.
Up and save the team. I mean, I'm a Rhino for life. I mean, I was, like, as you mentioned before, one of the original Rhinos, and I'm so happy to see that the team is here, will be staying here, and I'm staying here for a while.
Another bright note, the debut of Daryl Stewart in the broadcast.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer